Hello guys, welcome to another podcast of 52518.
Oh, you got it. You got it. There you go. You got the numbers right. That's impressive. Okay.
It's your co-host Anthony.
This is your co-host Connor.
And then today we're going to talk about weed.
Whoa.
Nah, we let's address.
We don't do that.
Let's address the elephant in the room. If you guys don't know, we're wearing
We wear the same clothes every single day.
Nah. Since like, what have my seatbelt on? But yeah, since next week we're not gonna be able to do it, and like we're still trying to like figure out this whole editing thing.
We're just gonna try and do multiple shoots in one day.
Try to do multiple shoots in one day. So. Yep. Sorry,
so that's why you're gonna have to get over it.
Yeah, I ain't bummy. I ain't broke.
I ain't washed my hair in a minute.
So yeah. Oh, talking about hair. I need to get a haircut, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's getting a little.
I know, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like how crazy it's been. So that's why I'm wearing a visor, because like so we don't
hide the hair
crazy.
a bit.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, what's today's topic?
I think today we're just gonna do a broad topic of conspiracy theories, and then let the conversation go from there. So. Because you brought up one that I hadn't heard about the 5G.
Oh, the conspiracy theory with like the 5G network.
Yeah, you told me about it, and then everyone started talking about it.
Oh yeah, so yeah, like to be honest, bro, I'm really into like conspiracy theory type stuff. I love. But shout out to Shane Dawson.
Okay, that's your guy.
Yeah, but he's a really good person. Like he investigates and all that. That's all. I'm interested in that, and like many people I know, if you guys have time to watch Shane Dawson, go watch his videos. He's such a good YouTuber. He does way more than just conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But one of the things I really like about him is his conspiracy theories. God, can I talk? But yeah, freaking, what was it tell you? Yeah, the 5G one. So yeah, I was just going through like my feed and stuff like that, and I found out, like many people believe that 5G networks are the reason for this whole coronavirus. And it's actually there's no actual virus, but instead it's only the 5G networks that give off radiation that gives you pneumonia, which causes like many symptoms of like this whole like corona thing. So they're pretty much saying like this whole corona thing is false, and like it's only the new 5G networks that are trying to do, because right now we got 4G, and so like they're barely promoting it and putting networks on, and like now this is causing all of us to like get sick. And that's what they're saying instead.
I think it's bogus. But...
And yeah, I know. Yeah, same here. I don't really believe in that, because like, man, there's other places that have it, and like there's no 5G networks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I understand why they would do it, because like in conspiracy theories, I learned that many people go to conspiracy theories when there's a tragedy happening around the world.
Yeah.
It always happened and always will. Like, for example, with the 9/11 issue, conspiracy theories like all came apart with it, like saying like, oh,
it just kind of makes people feel better if like it can be explained.
They feel if they can be explained, if like someone has control of it, then like there's no reason
it's not as bad.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it wasn't bad. It was completely terrible what happened 9/11, but yeah, it was
if it can be explained, we feel better as humans. We're just like, okay, it makes sense in our heads, so we can take that positive.
Yeah, so like we're trying to like look for someone to blame, because that's the natural response. Just like look for someone to blame.
That's true.
And that's what I feel like many people with conspiracy theories, they do that. You know,
it's the 5G, it's Verizon.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Not sponsored, but Verizon, I love you.
I don't have Verizon. I'm broke.
You.
Nah, but anyways, so we're gonna talk about conspiracy theories today, and let's get to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to give any conspiracy theory that you like?
That I like? I don't know. I don't really believe in conspiracy theories.
But have you ever heard like in one, or you just?
I've heard plenty. I've heard like the moon landing, I think, is the biggest one.
The biggest one. They're like where they find air bubbles, and like they're like
air bubbles. I haven't heard that one.
You never saw that
one?
I
didn't
so like
see
when
that.
astronauts go into like space and stuff like that, since they're masked, like there's little air bubbles coming out of it.
Oh,
and they think like because
they
the
did
water,
it underwater or something
and then,
like that.
Can see like all that. But
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. And like, and a lot of people say it because like they don't have like the math equations and all that to just go back to the moon. That's why a lot of people say like they never went to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Because that data that they had, like the everything to like go to the moon, like it was lost.
It was lost?
Yeah. So you never heard about that? So
No.
NASA lost all that thing, all the like the data, everything that was possible for us to go to the moon, and they lost it. I don't know how, but they lost it. You know, you would think a NASA, a big organization, would like keep it, you know, tight, but no, they didn't. And that's why many people believe like the moon landing's fake, because we can't do it no more. Yeah, and during that time, every country was in a race for it. Well, not every country, but every like big country was the race.
The USSR and the United States, yeah.
Trying to go that. Yeah, and like that. See, like if you listen to like conspiracy theories, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And like I used to always listen to conspiracy theories. Used to be like, oh, what the heck? Like many things. Like for example, like when I was like that got me when I was little. I was like, what the heck? That Disney subliminal messaging.
Oh, in all of their movies.
In all their movies, like sexual subliminal messages.
Innuendos and all those.
That,
I have seen those. Yeah. And that one's pretty. I don't know. You can see it.
Yeah, and like in a way, like you can see like how they would think that, but I don't know. I feel like someone did it on purpose, you know. Maybe it's just like a guy who's just like, haha, this will be funny. We see
that's
that.
more
like yeah.
Thinking, yeah.
Then rather than just be like a whole organization that's doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like a big one right now is like Illuminati too, you know what I'm saying?
Illuminati. Yeah, everyone talks about. That's my biggest thing with like. Cause I don't know. I just don't believe it. I'm like, nah, it's just not.
The conspiracy theories
I can't believe
you.
it. Nah.
Yeah. Like a lot of people go for Illuminati. Like if you guys don't know what that is, it's a group of like rich people, powerful people that all get together and like, you know, pretty much worship on a sense.
That's just bogus to me. I'm like, bro, we can't even get like a regular government to function well. Like, there's no way some secret government is out there. That's what
they say. They say like that secret government is controlling everything.
Yeah,
like,
and all
the like the rich members and powerful members are in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's bogus. Yeah. I think like rich people definitely like control a lot in our like universe.
Yeah,
but
money,
you
have power. Yeah. Much, but yeah, I don't
There's no rich super gang of friends out there like Jeff Bezos and all those guys. Nah, I don't see it.
Yeah, but in a way, like there's so many conspiracy theories. I could go a lot more into it, but like there's like better YouTube videos that like actually show videos rather than just like podcasts. But rather than that, we actually like I used to be really into it, like I said before. And there was one that was like really like, whoa, what the heck, that got to me. It was like the whole what was it? Freaking shoot, wait, get back to me.
Okay, you're tapping me in. I don't know. I don't know. I've just always had a tough time. Like, I remember like in school, like I'd hear all the time about like aliens helping people back in the olden times, like make.
Oh yeah,
I remember all those. And I always thought that was the dumbest crap.
With
like
I've History
ever heard.
Channel doing that and all that.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, there was one episode where they were like talking about that. I remember looking at it and like they were like, how did they build the pyramids? How did they do it like so structurally, so perfect to align with all the stars?
It's
and
like they weren't stupid.
Yeah, they weren't stupid. They weren't dumb. And like people just say like, how did they get it, you know, to like be perfect and stuff like that. And many people say like, oh,
they were very wise.
Yeah, they're
people.
Yeah, there's no way they can do that, you know. Can't like how
can we create a laptop? How can we, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bruh, like if we really wanted to, we could structure our whole society along with the stars. Exactly. But we just don't want to. Like
society would be better.
Yeah. We should go back.
But yeah, like many people like give like a lot of things like, oh, what the heck? How did these people do this?
Yeah.
But like, there's so many things like geometry and like using like so many things.
I just always thought that was the dumbest like cop out answer. Like, oh, these people were dumb. They couldn't have done this. Oh, yeah. And it's like, no,
they were smart, bro. There's a reason why it was like such a big empire. Empire.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyways, back to me. Sorry. Nah, the biggest one that I got was like that artist put like that do they give their soul to the devil to so they can get big for power. That's like one of the big ones that like have everything. So for example, like many lyrics you can hear like freaking devil worshipping lyrics and stuff like that. For example, Designer was one of them. Remember when Designer was big?
Panda.
With Panda, but like he dropped another song which was Timmy Turner, and like when he dropped that song, they said if you played it reverse, you can hear like words and stuff like that.
Nah, I don't.
And like I was just like, what the heck? And so I looked it up myself, and I was just like, nah, this doesn't even sound. This all sounds gibberish.
I think that comes out of because I watched this documentary called like Hail Satan or something with my girlfriend.
Damn, what kind of documentary y'all?
It was a good. Everybody go check it out. It sounds bad, but it's very interesting. It's about these like people that call themselves Satanists, and they like have this it's like basically a religion.
Yeah.
But their whole thing is like they don't actually like worship Satan. It's more they're like they want religious equality. They don't want like the 10 commandments on government like buildings and stuff like that. So that's what their like whole mission is. Excuse me. But so in that thing, they were talking about how like in the 60s and 70s, there was this huge like wave of like, we gotta like make God present because of the Cold War. So their whole thinking is like, oh, the USSR, the Soviet Union is like this godless country. Like we gotta go to our God like filled routes. So like when people didn't like certain music, they'd be like, oh, that's the devil in there. And like there was just this fetishize of the devil. So I think that's more where it comes from, and those ideals and
I feel like and I feel like a lot of people do that because like they're like, how did this person come out of nowhere? You know, like how did designer come out of nowhere and just like drop a song and automatically gets it? But I feel like they be like giving all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't believe in that either because I feel like it's just lyrics, and even if they are like a devil worshiper and stuff like that, like it's on them, bro. Like you know, like it's still a religion.
Who cares?
For them, bro. But I'm not saying I'm all about like, nah, dude, I don't want nothing with that.
Demons and that kind
of
stuff?
Bro. I'm really like more of a like
superstitious
type of guy. I've always been, and like, you know, I'm like, oh, what the heck? I'm not telling you like you know what you should believe and what you should not, but like I'm just like I'm not associating with those people, you know. Like for example, like in one of those songs of Fetty Wap, he's just like,
oh, you're bringing up
he was just like he's like, I'm a devil worshiper, and like I never like fucked with his music, bro.
Oh,
like it's like funny. You can do what you want, bro, but like it's just I'm really superstitious.
Okay.
But like I'm just like, yo, I don't want no like bad luck happening in my life, you know?
Yeah, I don't believe in any of that.
Yeah?
No,
you don't?
No, I just don't. Like, I feel like for me, like I was super religious at a time, and then now I'm not.
Oh yeah.
So I think
he was gonna become
I was gonna become a pastor. Yeah. So at one point in 2016, just the people I hung out with and like the crisis I was going through at the time, like I just like really dove into religion, and then I went to Nebraska to this like Christian school, and then I hated it.
Yeah,
that'd probably be a whole different podcast we can talk
about like past
but
schools.
Yeah, that was the worst, and so we like dipped out of that. We're like, nah, like I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
and then I just got away from all my religious routes, and I think through getting away from that, I just also was like, nah, there's no such thing as the devil or demons and crap like that.
So you're not really a superstitious type of guy?
Nah.
Really, like, I'm so superstitious, bro. Like every single time like I drop a penny and it lands like on a tail, I don't pick it up.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know. Okay, so we deadass went to like King Super's like right there, but I don't know if you saw me like.
Oh my god, is that what happened?
That's why I stood there for a while, like looking at it if it landed on heads or tails. Yeah. Because I'm really superstitious like that, and like Mexicans are really superstitious. That's why too. Like my family's completely superstitious, saying like, oh my god, like if you do this sort of thing, this is gonna happen. You know, like one thing is like dar ojo. On the kid, you know what I'm saying? If you just look at him and you don't touch him, like you give him like bad luck. You pretty much give him bad luck. So if you look at a baby and you want to touch it, but you don't. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad, and that's what we believe. So that's why like there's like so many things you can like contradict with that. But yeah, it's more recommended to like touch the baby rather than just like giving him. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair. No, so question for you, because I kind of have a story related to it. Yeah. Do you drive on Riverdale then?
Yeah.
Yeah? No, so you're not worried about... So for all those listeners out there, we have like this like this road in Colorado called Riverdale. Yeah. And it's supposedly like haunted and all that stuff.
With the red Camaro and with the... No, red Camaro. It's like a red... It's like an old car, right?
I don't know. I don't know all these.
There's so many stories. Yeah, I know like many of them. So there's one with like the girl that walks by herself and stuff like that. Yeah. And like you can pick her up, but then she says, "No, like my car's like up here," or something like that.
I think I've heard a similar story like that.
And then there's another one with like a red car that you can drive, that drives around there, and like it wants to race you, and if you race him, you'll never beat him. Something like that.
See, I've heard this story too about this guy that like killed himself on like the bridge out there. Yeah,
I did not know that.
See, yeah, that's the story I've heard, and you're supposed to like hold your breath as you go.
Oh yeah, the hold the breath. Yeah, I know that one too. Yeah, but I didn't know it's because someone died.
So you go drive down there, no worries at all?
I drive there, but like during that time, like I feel like if you don't think about it, it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like that's the reason why many people like bring like bad spirits into or bad things. Yeah, it's because like people overthink it. Because like the most powerful. Okay, this is what I think. The most powerful thing the most powerful thing in this whole world is your mind, bro. If
That's
you
true.
think something, it's gonna happen, bro. If you think negative thoughts, it's gonna bring negativity into your life. If you bring like positive thoughts, it's gonna bring positivity into your life, you know.
Yeah.
So and then like I feel like if like you all scared and stuff like that, that's what spirits want, you know. They're like, oh, you know, like I'm gonna beat up your like scary and stuff like that. Or like you're trying to bring something bad into you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't think about it. And if they appear, I'm just like, it's just a spirit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because I just brought it up because I still feel so bad about it to this day.
What?
But so I took my girlfriend driving around there, and I like was like, yeah, let's go down Riverdale because it's a fun drive to ride. It's just like it's like, a loopy.
It's like way.
It's just like, a wavy kind of loopy road to drive on, and it's just like just all the country out there and stuff like that. So it's just a fun drive. I was like, yeah, let's go there, and so then I started to bring it up, and I just was like, oh yeah, this road is supposedly haunted and this and that, and she flipped out, and I was like, fuck, I fucked up, because I didn't even think about it, because like for me, it's like it's not even a big deal, but then like for other people, that's such a huge deal, and I'm like, fuck, I screwed up, like that was the wrong call, I fucked up. So
I 100% agree with that. Yeah, I feel like women are like more like scared about that, and I understand why. You know, that shit's scary, bro. Like, but I don't know. I feel like I've always because I had like experiences with like spirits and stuff like that in my life. Yeah. And like I feel like just don't think about it. Just don't give them the attention. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna like, because I had this my ex-girlfriend was actually haunted by one ghost.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times it was so scary going to her house, but.
Did you have any?
Because it wasn't just a spirit. Because it was like he can move stuff. It can move stuff. Yeah. And we experienced it. So like so there's this one time I was FaceTiming her, right? Okay. And we're just like talking on the phone and stuff like that. She had her laptop at the moment, and like I was talking to her with my phone. So we're just connected, and eventually I just see the curtains behind her just like slowly like pick up. Not like the curtains like the ones that you close. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like picking up. I like slowly, and I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing? You know, I thought it was her brother picking it up because he has a younger brother. Yeah. But it wasn't. And all of a sudden, it doesn't just fall. It slams. It slams in the windows behind her, and then she just turns around real quick. I'm like, bro, what the heck was that? And she was like, she's all like, oh. It's just a ghost. Like, because she's so used to it, because she's always had it. That's what like number one thing. Crazy. And like everywhere she goes, like it was always with her. And like I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, how is that not scary? It was like, no, she was still afraid, but like she wasn't just like just forget. She said pretty much forget about it. And, like just go on, because like if she pays attention to it, they're gonna like
it just gets worse and worse.
So. We kept on talking, right? Mm-hmm. And then she's like, all right, like for real, I gotta go to the bathroom though. And I was like, I'll be right back. I'm like, all right, bet. I completely forgot about it because we were talking for hours. Yeah. So she leaves the laptop, and stuff like that. Bruh, tell me, okay, at this point, like I see like the door moving. So I said, fuck this. I'm fucking screen recording this shit. I start screen recording it. Bruh, this freaking like the door started like opening, right? And then all of a sudden, it just shuts hard like that. And I'm like, and like I can only see like the bedside, you know what I'm saying, of the thing, because I like she put the laptop on top of her bed, so I couldn't see no one under. I don't even know if someone underneath was like messing with it. And like I don't really completely believe in that until like I personally see it. So I was just like, they're messing with me, you know, like she jokes around. But nah, bro, like it was true. It was like there was no one came out the door, no one came, nothing. When she came back in, and like I was just like, bro, you for real? And like I recorded it, and like I was gonna pull it up the next day and tell me why the recording wasn't there. The recording wasn't there. Nothing was there. Everything was gone. It was the most weirdest thing in the world, bro. And I know you call me bluff on that, but no, 100%. There's no recording, nothing. Even though I was recording, and it was just scary.
That's creepy.
This other situation was when I went to her house, and like we were just like cooking food, or we were getting food, and we were in the dining room, and like we were just like joking around, messing around, bro. Her metal trash can starts moving closer to us, little by little, and you hear it, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And all of us nowhere, we both like, we're just like, what the heck, like what the heck is that, you know? And like just don't pay attention to it, like of course. And then like all of a sudden we just hear it like freaking move completely, and I'm like, no way, bro. And like I pull up, I'm not scared, bro. You put that trash can. Yeah, I go to the trash can and I pick it up, bro. It was so heavy. There was so much trash in there. I tried to pick it up, I couldn't even pick it up. And I was like, bro, no way, dude. This is for real. And like I was scared of being alone in her house, dude. Like I'll be honest, that was like my first time I was actually scared of being alone, because that thing can move things. It wasn't just a spirit that just like stays there. It was something that can move things, and I was just scared. I was like, anytime she went out, I was like, bro, not take me with you.
Yeah, like I'm going with.
She go to the bathroom, not take me with you, bro. I don't want to stay by myself. But
damn,
yeah,
that's fucking crazy, man.
It is crazy, and like I've experienced like paranormal activity like all this time, but.
Yeah, I've never experienced any.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like you don't believe it until you experience it.
Yeah.
Well, like, I feel like people believe it, but like until they experience it, they like completely believe it. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like even if I was in a situation like that, I'd still be like super like I don't know. I'm just such a skeptical person.
There's always like you think there's always an explanation. Yeah. That's what I was too. I was all like, yeah, there has to be an explanation to this. There's no way this is fucking around. And like you don't believe it at first, you're just like, nah, brother, you're messing with me. Yeah. But no, it was true. Like I personally saw it, and like until you personally see it, you'll know.
Yeah, my whole rule is that I don't judge any religion. So if people believe in ghosts and that kind of thing, it's like hell yeah, like I will hear your stories. I think it's interesting and stuff. But like personally, I just
you don't do it. No, I completely understand. No, yeah, but like. Screw it. Let's go. Let's go ghost hunting. Yeah.
That's the new video.
Bruh, wait.
Riverdale. Drive. Get the podcast.
1,000 subscribers.
Here. Yeah. Let's do it.
1,000 subscribers.
We talked about it the last episode. When we get 1,000 subscribers, dead ass middle of the night, we will hook up the camera and we will go driving around. We'll do a Riverdale podcast.
We'll go at 11. Wait, 11 exactly because it's 1,000. Wait, that's 100. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's 100 because 100.
Oh yeah, 11. I don't know, whenever, midnight, whatever, something like that. So we'd have to go 1 o'clock in the morning.
It would be 10. We have to go at 10.
10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock at night. Okay, so it'd be 1,000. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
We're not idiots.
I'm smart.
Okay, so 10 o'clock at night. We'll do an hour podcast.
And then
Riverdale podcast.
Since it's 1,000 subscribers, 10 at night. Give me to 1,200 subscribers. We'll do it.
There you go. We'll just slowly do it at night.
We'll slowly progress.
I think that'd be a fun podcast.
I don't know. I'll be like, I'll be down for that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys want. That is the goal. Get us to 1,000.
No, screw it. 100 subscribers, and we'll do it at 1 p.m.
No, we gotta have a goal.
1 a.m.
100. Okay. All right. I feel like that's a good goal.
100 subscribers, we'll do it at 1 a.m.
Okay. All right. There we go.
That's good.
That's past my bedtime.
Oh yeah, Connor has a bedtime.
I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. No, but I think the summertime. Yeah, if we get to 100 subscribers, deal. Yeah, 1,000 is kind of a lot.
1,000 is a lot.
Okay.
100, I'm down.
100, okay, deal.
I'm down for it.
If you guys want us to drive Riverdale late at night, that's the goal. Get us there.
Get us there.
But so don't forget, subscribe.
Yeah. Anyways,
back to it. Yeah.
I'm really skeptical also. So when I saw that, I was just like, nah, there's no way.
Yeah,
but until you see it. Yeah, like my mom tells me a lot of Mexican scary stories, like how she in her house like was haunted by like many ghosts, and like I was just like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, she tells me like so many crazy things. I feel like that's where I got it too, with like a lot of like my superstition. Yeah, like my mom pretty much like told me into it, and like my dad told like my mom not to tell me those things. But like, dude, I've been watching horror movies since I was like 3, bro. Yeah. Like I'm immune to like horror shit, bro. Yeah, like I'm not scared. Like the only reason I watch horror movies is not to get scared, but like to see the plot.
Yeah,
like to see the story now. Like I'm just like, because if it has a good story, you know. Because
Get Out. Exactly. I love that movie. That's so good.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Have you seen Us?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like Us? Oh, I love
the story.
Us.
Didn't make no sense. I'm sorry, Keegan Peele.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's be honest, bro. All right, where did those people come from? Oh, like if you guys haven't seen Us yet, you're missing out. But
okay, so just a little plot summary. It's about like these doppelgangers that like live underground. But it was like supposed to be like
how did the doppelgangers came in?
It was like some experiment.
From who?
From like the government. How
did they all survive in there?
They ate rabbits.
How many rabbits are they?
I don't know. There's a lot of rabbits.
It makes no sense. How is there so many rabbits to like maintain and stuff like that?
I don't know.
Okay, when they came up there, why didn't people just nuke it or freaking like spray it down with a machine gun, bro? Like they're freaking people, bro. Just shoot them.
Well, then you get arrested for shooting people.
No, because they're doppelgangers. You clearly know everything's going down, and then like people are just like.
They didn't know that what was going down.
Okay, but like, tell me now. If you see like a person of yourself, you're not, and then
then you freak out.
He's coming at you with like a gun or like a knife. You're not gonna like defend
yourself.
It's
a pair of scissors.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so stupid.
So I'm like,
it's so stupid.
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
parasite
So,
just coming to you and you have a gun. You can just pop.
I think it's more it's about like the metaphor than like necessary. Like you are trying so hard to ground it into reality.
Because I do that. Because like it's like if that's reality, bro. Come on, let's be real with it. You know, there's no way that many people survived underground, right? With just eating rabbits, bro. Like the possibility.
But think of it from like I understand like the logic point. Like,
and then it made no sense at the end with the freaking switcheroo that she was actually the one.
Didn't make sense.
She was actually the one like.
Spoiler alert!
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
If you don't want the spoilers,
no, I understand that she was actually the one in there, but like. How did she learn how to talk? How did she learn all that stuff?
That's the thing. Remember at the very beginning, like where she couldn't talk?
Yeah.
Like, and she was with the therapist and they're like, why can't she talk? It's because she literally could not talk.
Exactly.
So she had to learn.
And then how did so then they switched, right? So how did the real one start dancing in this ballerina when
because she learned that from in the real world.
No, wait. For the first one, like, how did they both know when to dance? That's the thing that's
because it's like they're like tied together. That's the whole thing. They're like tethered.
I hate the movie. It's so stupid. Just grab a gun, pop one, pop two.
Okay, whatever.
You know, and then get the U.S. military, bro. We spend fucking trillions on the U.S. military. How did they not just like
they're all overseas protecting our oil.
Hit them with the missiles real quick.
Hey, they're protecting our oil. They're not at home.
Yeah, bro. And then there was like they got the Navy or no, what was it? The National Guard or something?
National Guard. Yeah,
they got them. I was like, how, bro? You got guns. You got stuff. You think Americans don't keep guns in their house? Oh
God, you're thinking too hard about this.
I understand they were in a vacation house and they're but come on, bro. It's America. Second Amendment, bro. Like everyone has a gun, bro.
You are overthinking this, bro. Like,
dude, I don't know. It just pisses me off, and it makes no sense. I pay attention to all the details. I loved Get Out. Get Out was so smart. It was so good. It makes some sort of sense, right? And how did the government not even know if there was a government that was doing it?
Because they hid it.
Okay, how did they not know that? How did they not control the outbreak? You know what I'm saying?
Because they didn't plan for the switch.
Oh my God.
They didn't plan for somebody from the real world to come down and like hype all those people up to come up and like kill everybody. How did the little girl even escape? How'd she escape?
Yeah, the little girl. How did she even escape?
Because they like changed parts and then she choked her and then switched.
No. But how did she go up? How did she go to the real world?
No, she just did.
Exactly. She just did. Why didn't no one else just follow her?
I don't know, because they're tethered to the other person. But if they like meet, then it's like this weird like trip where it's like the tether's broken at that point.
So how did everyone else get out?
Because then at that point because that switch, because she was like able to make the decisions herself at that point. Because she was from the real world instead of being tethered to that.
So everyone else just got out. She just said, screw it, we're leaving.
She taught them.
She taught them, everyone.
See, but like,
how many people?
I understand from a reality standpoint how you don't like the movie, but like if you think about it from like what the message was about it, I think
understand the message.
What was the message?
It was pretty much like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What was the message?
So for me, I thought the message was talking about like income inequality from the United States or in the United States. Because like all these rich people, everyone's like trying to like compare all of this, but then all the people that are just living bare minimum in the like sewers eating nothing but like rabbits come up and like kill all the like rich people or like the normal everyday people. That's what I kind of got from it as a movie.
Really?
So for me, I didn't care.
All I got was like eating rabbits, having people like it made no sense.
See, for me, I like look in depth about that kind of stuff.
I look in depth into like a lot of movies too, but it was just such a dumb movie. I didn't like it. I didn't really. I understand the concept, but it was just dumb.
Okay. Anyways,
I love Get Out though. I love Get Out.
Get Out was
Get Out was so good.
Get Out was a good movie.
It was such a new thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I love that movie, but. Yeah, okay. Off the side tangent of fucking movies.
Screw you, Keegan. I love you.
But back to horror movies.
We were talking about like horror stuff, so yeah, I guess it's like a horror episode.
Yeah, it kind of switched, but that's okay. I scared you.
I got scared, bro. I went boom.
But yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around that kind of stuff. I've never.
Oh, you gotta experience it then.
Yeah.
Growing up, dude, like I used to be the type of kid to watch like freaking scary stuff because I got over scary movies real quick because it wasn't real. Yeah. So I knew it wasn't real. Every single time I watched like a movie and stuff like that, the only one I thought was real was like Paranormal Activity, because like the whole cameras, but like I eventually got confirmed it was fake, including the Blair Witch and all that. Anyways, yeah, I started looking more into it, and then got on the internet, and I found creepypasta, and those things are like internet horror stories that happen on the internet and stuff like that.
And just a heads up, I think the camera's about to go out.
Is it?
So, yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just a heads up. Our camera, like, time lapse is at 30 minutes.
30 minutes in.
So if you're listening to the audio, you get a little bit more than the camera.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I used to, like, look at creepypastas growing up. And, like, there's so many, like,
horror stories
and all that. Yeah. And, like, that's what, like, got me, like imagine, like, a freaking 6-year-old lurking
on that kind of stuff. Yeah. See, for me, like, I don't know if you ever heard about the Russian sleep experiment?
Yeah, I know
that. See, to me, that's creepy, because that felt grounded. It wasn't.
You can feel like it's real. You know?
Yeah, it felt so. If you guys don't know, you got to look it up. That is the craziest story I've ever heard. Like, honestly, like organs on the floor and it's still working. Oh, is the camera off? Oh, bro.
No.
And the camera is not running. So this is going to be an audio only.
I think we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is 29. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, never mind, guys.
We're good.
We were just having a bit of a heart attack.
Sorry. Lord. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, Jesus. But
anyways, yeah, keep on going.
Yeah, I don't know. That story.
The Russian sleep experiment.
Yeah, that story, I don't know. Like, it just felt so real, and like it wasn't based in like ghosts or anything like that, so it just felt more believable. Really that kind of stuff like freaks me out, where I'm like, oh
there's
my God.
So many like other things worse than just ghosts and stuff like that, and that's like humans itself, like humans testing with other humans.
Yeah.
And like I looked into like many of those. Like the Russian sleep experiment was really scary. If you guys don't know what it is, I'll give you like a brief concept.
Yeah.
It was just like so pretty much in Russia during like the Soviet Union time, they decided to do experiments on people, right? And then one of them was they just like brought like a whole bunch of groups. I forgot what kind of people they were, but
they were like the story was, it was kind of like they were prisoners of war.
Yeah.
And then they gave them this gas that was supposedly
they were trying to test on a gas that like will help them not to sleep, so they can like be improved, right? So they get no sleep. So it all went.
Oh, the camera's just not liking it right now.
I guess not. What do you think?
I don't know. That's up to you, man. But and the podcast is still going. The fans are still listening. They want to know.
Screw it.
All right, this is just a podcast. This might just be a podcast only episode.
My only. But yeah, anyways.
It's an exclusive for you real fans.
Yeah, actually a bonus clip maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do. It's more bloopers, right?
More bloopers, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like the Russian sleep experiment. One of them was
they like gave this drug to them, and then as they started to like
not
use this drug, and then with the sleep deprivation and all of that,
they started like hallucinating and started doing like many things which more normal people do when like they don't have no sleep, and like they hated it, right?
Yeah.
So eventually it got worse and worse, and more like people, like the patients, like some of the patients started dying off of it because like they were just like
they were murdering each other and doing all these crazy things.
Yeah, they were murdering each other, killing each other.
And at one point, like supposedly, like they started like scratching their skin off to the point like, and they were pulling out their organs and stuff like that.
So pretty much killing themselves, killing other people. They just went like animals, full animals.
Yeah.
Eventually, you probably know the story more because like I forgot completely about it. But since
but they get to the end, and then it's like, so once. Because, like, the worst part for me about hearing this story, because I watched it, like, late at night listening to it, and then, that was a mistake. But you hear about, like, all of these organs that are outside of the body still functioning. So like somebody's heart is like there just pumping and I don't know, that visual just like I was like, is that possible?
Did you get the end, or like what happens at the end?
Like at the end, like supposedly like they just go in and like try to kill these people off, and like but then they're like, it's basically like these people are on like PCP or something,
much,
you know, like
like
they're just like super built and like they just like do all these crazy things and start like murdering all these scientists and stuff like that. Just some crazy like
eventually in the end, like what I heard is like the commander officer that was like in charge of that operation, they killed like the last patient and stuff like that, but the guy attacked one of the scientists that was in there, so they went in and the one of the Russian sleep experiment people like attacked it and stuff like that, but he killed it. He shot at it, and like pretty much the command officer was like, what are you? And then like,
I forgot what he said.
Yeah, and then he said, you don't know who I am. I'm like the animal that lives inside you the whole time. And
we are you or something like that. Some weird sense. Like
we live inside you.
Yeah.
We're the animal that like you don't let out to the world. And we only come out in your worst times. And then he just killed him. And that's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, if you and then if you go and like look at it, there's nothing proven there that like proves that or anything like that. It's all just fictional.
It's all fictional. It's all stories and stuff like that. It's all internet stories.
But it felt so real to the point where I was like, I could see it.
It's possible. You know, it's possible. There's so many other creepypastas. I really recommend them if you ever just want to get like a scare. But like I know a lot of people would just be like, oh, I don't want to feel scary. Yeah. But I usually like let's do it. And then if like there's some good stories too. There's like
that was a good story.
Yeah, it was a good story. And like there's other ones like for example this story that's based upon like the show on Netflix, Stranger Things. There was one where like they were doing like experiments over there in the specific town of what town was it again?
I don't know,
but yeah, around there. Like if you see Stranger Things comes from like one of the creepypastas, but like those creepypastas are actually true because like they were actually doing experiments with like what's it called, telekinesis and all that stuff.
That kind of stuff.
And like trying to like prove all that.
But because that's based on like the FBI at the time was doing crap like that.
The CIA.
And that's the thing where like the Russian sleep experiment story, it felt real because you hear like, I don't know, our government just released a whole bunch of documents from that time, like 100%. Proving they were trying to do stuff like that. Yeah. And it's just crazy.
Also like in Auschwitz and the Nazis, like
what they were trying to do
experiments. And that's true. Like they did many experiments to like many Jews, and it was like really bad. Like I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but
it's pretty horrific stuff.
Yeah, like they used to like
twins. They were very interested in twins. They used
to sew twins together and stuff like that and sew them back out. They used to change people's eyes like by putting like injecting like stuff in their eyes, trying to change them blue.
Crazy stuff.
There's this one doctor. Oh, dude, we should like.
I know the doctor. Yeah,
I forgot the name.
The tough thing is we don't have the like research or anything.
Yeah, right now we don't have it. We should have came more prepared, but
we're just kind of
we're just going with it. Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he used to love testing on twins. Every single time he found a pair of twins, he used to love testing on them. He used to do pain on one of them, see if the other one felt it.
Yeah, just
he used to do many
idiotic stuff like that, where you're just like, come on,
trying to test it. Yeah. And then it's true. Like this will happen in real life.
So then you hear like these made up stories, and it sounds real. It sounds true because you're like, whoa, the world, like we've done crap like that, and you're like, Jesus,
is that true or not? Yeah. But and like there's so many other ones. Like there's one with like like many things. Hold up. Go back to me.
Go back to. Yeah, I keep being thrown in this position where I'm like, just talk, man.
I'm trying to think which one was it.
But I don't know. I always liked horror stories. I like the idea of them. Like Stephen King has always been one of my favorites. The Shining. That's such a good story.
Have you heard? Did you see the new movie Dr. Sleep?
I did watch that one.
Oh yeah. How was that?
It was all right. I've never read the book, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But I know about like the original Shining and all of that, and I don't know. I like seeing the characters.
I liked it because it gave like more into it. You know, like more what it was.
It was interesting to see like the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. Yeah, like seeing like
the movie itself though wasn't the best. Like I liked the story and everything.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know, the movie was kind of like the
rushed.
acting wasn't the best,
dude.
And they like rushed it. You know? Some of the CGI just felt off, and just little like technical things like that. But overall, I liked the story.
Same.
Of it.
I really did too. I like how there was like more people than not just the little kid itself.
Yeah.
Who has the power of The Shining.
The Shining. Yeah. But I don't know. But those things to me at the end of the day are stories.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything is just stories unless like your mind makes it not. You know?
Yeah.
And like if you just believe it, it's just your mind that makes it.
I think if you believe it, you're giving life to it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying too. Yeah. Like your mind's such a powerful thing.
Yeah, you're gonna make it happen.
Exactly.
So I don't know. That's where I try to be as like skeptical and like just
like for example,
I don't know.
like when you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and like you're like, oh, there's someone behind the shower curtain. Like it's your mind telling you that, and like you check and there's no one there. And
it's all it's your brain creating all this stress that you don't have, you know, I think it's your conscience. Like what else, like what differentiates us from like animals and stuff like that.
Like fight or flight.
Yeah. It's like that, but we as humans, since we're like a little bit like more evolved and have that consciousness, we have like this like almost like we put stress on literally everything we do. Where like if I was a lion, or like I don't know, an antelope, all I'd have to worry about is that fucking lion coming at me.
Yeah.
But we have that all the time, and we put that in like, oh man, like that person is behind that like curtain is gonna kill me.
And it's okay to like take like response to that, but like your mind mostly like just play straight.
Sometimes you just gotta take a breath. And be like,
just chill out.
Yeah.
For example, like this whole coronavirus thing, like many people like are like more scared of it than anything in the world. And I understand like viruses are scary and they should be taken serious, but in a way like you shouldn't like let it like control you.
Shouldn't hoard stuff. You shouldn't change your whole action out of it.
Exactly. You should have always been like washing your hands. You should have always been like taking precaution, making sure like you don't do nothing like take a shower after like you come home, you know. Don't freaking like take your like what I do.
Just
like I never
healthy.
Exactly. Yeah. Like do your just a normal things and you'll be fine. You know. And like I always take off my shoes when I go inside the home.
Yeah.
Because I believe.
Gross. You don't know where like you've been.
You're stepping on and like I always do that and like many people are
it's
just
kind of a gross concept. I don't know, when you really think about it, it's like where have your shoes been?
Exactly. I always clean like the front cover of my phone because like with disinfecting wipes every single time.
I try to.
Because like you go to the bathroom with it, you go everywhere with it, and like you always place it down somewhere, and like it's so much.
And you're always touching other things, and then you go right to your phone. Like it's just your phones. I truly believe there's some real nasty
so that's why you should like always
there.
like wipe it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
now we're turning into doctors. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Sorry if you don't wash your hands for 20 seconds.
That's 20 seconds. Sing happy birthday twice.
Oh yeah. Or sing the box. For 10 seconds.
We're just going in. Oh god.
No, yeah. But anyways, always just take care of yourself, guys. Like, you guys like.
At the end of the day, like whether there are ghosts or not, it's how you want to deal with the situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
we're not saying you shouldn't be worried about it. But
I think if you've never experienced anything like that, and then you go home just petrified of it afterwards, like if I were to go home after this and be like, oh, the ghosts are coming, you know what I'm saying? Then I think I would be it would be all mental at that point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where like I'm not in a real situation where there's a ghost.
The real thing, like the thing that's like really scary in this whole world is like actually humans. Like humans are the scariest ones.
Amen.
And like there's the people who are psychopaths and like they like do stuff and so like that's the real people you need to be watch out. And I feel bad for like girls who like trying to just go on jogs, bro, and do that, or like they can't even do that because like they feel scared. You know what I'm saying? Carrying a pepper spray or carrying a taser all the time.
I've always had that kind of that thought. Like I will never know that fear. Yeah, because I there was one time, like this was a long time ago, I just posted on my Snapchat story something like late night walks. Yeah. Just kind of like as I was walking around listening to music.
Yeah.
And so I got this girl to swipe up and she's like, I love those, but I can't do them. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like I'm always petrified that there's going to be somebody there. Yep. Yeah. And she was telling me, the keys between the knuckles. Yeah, and everything. And just pepper spray. Yeah. And I will never know that fear. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm not saying guys can't get like jumped and stuff like that. But like girls are like more likely to do it. It's more probable to do
happens.
And it sucks. But this is like this is the thing that sucks. Like, I feel like if you just take conscious of that, and be prepared and be like ready and stuff like that. Yeah. And many girls do that and like just like always carry tasers and pepper spray and stuff like that. Just take care of yourselves, ladies.
It's just more, we just need to address that issue as a whole. I feel like we don't. Like kind of how we were talking about racism last time. Yeah. Like I think just as much as racism is taught, I think toxic masculinity and that kind of like, I have a right to do whatever I want to a woman because I'm a man. Yeah. That attitude, that's also taught in society.
Yeah, I know. And I hate it too. Because it's just disrespectful in any way. Because I have like two sisters. Yeah. And like my mom is really with that. And that's
just my biggest it just blows my mind. I'm like everyone has a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and even if like you don't have like such a big role model or mom, you at least have like some female.
Someone had to birth you.
Yeah, someone
like,
had to, like,
that is in itself. You are in debt to women for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm like, there's that action of giving birth to someone. A man will never ever have to experience that. So it's like I am forever like. Women are on like another level, fucking doing their shit. You know?
No, yeah, like I agree with you in some sort of sense, but like not completely, because like, like I feel like in the sense like you owe. Like I love my mom, right? Yeah. But some people never got to experience like their mom, you know, stuff like that. And like their moms probably didn't even take care of their kids like when they were in their womb. And I know people who do that, like they would drink and smoke and stuff like that. There's always like
gonna be bad.
But just because like just because like the woman gave birth to you, you know, stuff like that, and like probably shouldn't even take care of you.
But even if they're in that instance, let's say that happened, I think that doesn't give you the right to disrespect women.
No, you shouldn't have no reason.
You know what I'm saying? Just because one bad person did that to you doesn't mean like we can assume the whole
and I feel like that's many things like with women, like even if like your mom didn't like appreciate you and stuff like that, or disrespected you and stuff like that, or any female like disrespected you shouldn't feel like obligated to be like, oh, I'm gonna take it back with all the females, you know, because it's not even their fault, you know, like it's not even on them. And like many people who have like bad experiences with many females like tend to like be like disrespectful to them. And I feel like if you don't like how they treated you, why would you act the same way, you know? But yeah, anyways, that's like pretty much bringing it up, like that the real terror in this like whole world is actually humans that are actually people. People are like the actual like real thing you should be worried about, not like really like all this
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. Yeah, he was such a. You know who Ted Bundy is?
Let's hope. Yeah, there's plenty of documentaries and stuff out there.
It was like a big like Twitter thing for a while.
Yeah, that was
But yeah, anyways, you should always like be careful, take care of yourself, make sure you don't like
protect your neck.
Oh yeah, protect your neck always.
Protect your neck,
please. And like y'all girls are killing out there.
Yeah, the best ones. Yeah, the best of us.
Exactly, bro. Like I can't believe you guys like be doing this, bro.
I just can't even imagine like my life like that.
Exactly.
Like, I can't even.
And especially like even like in the workplace, bro. Like girls getting hit on and like getting flirted. And, like it's one of the worst things.
Like a constant thing.
Like like I mess around too. Like be like, oh, I'm gonna get that girl's number and stuff like that. But like I never like mean to be disrespectful in any way.
Here's the difference: is like if she says no to you, you're not gonna continue to be like,
yo, come on now.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, like I move on, but you're not gonna be like oh, like this is the proof, like women are, you know what I'm saying, like guys that get butthurt over like getting rejected.
Yeah, like, even if, bro, I got my ass heartbroken so many times, and I'm like, oh,
I get rejected all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey,
I'm like, oh, you know, just like, that one. Not at all.
No, like there's some good women out there.
There's I feel like as a society,
women out there. Sorry, I said some women. No, there's all of them pretty much are good. You know? Some of them are disrespectful. That's what I was pretty much trying to say.
I think as a society, it's just I think we value men in such a high regard that if a woman is to turn down a man, that is like so bad. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like why though? You know what I'm saying? Why should you act like that?
It's like we have every right or they have every right to be like, nah, like go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
You know?
No, yeah, 100%.
But I've known guys that they go behind once they get rejected, they're like, oh, she was just a bitch. Or like says stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she's just crazy. Like, oh, she's just I'm like,
when I got heartbroken, bro, I never called like her like any word like that. I never called her out for nothing like that. Like the only thing I called her out was like it was just a toxic relationship, and that's it. And when everyone asked me like what's going on with that,
we just didn't work well together.
Exactly. Do you hate her and stuff like that? I was like, nah, like she had problems and stuff like that, and like it just didn't work out. The thing that was like I understand that she wants to break up, you know, stuff like that. The thing that was like disrespectful though was like when like she just like went straight away to like another guy. And like without and it was one of my closest friends too, but it wasn't just her; it was also him. So like they're both responsible for just like going right away, like not even a month after, going just straight away. Respect and like showing no respect, you know.
That's understandable.
Like when we broke up, I was like, it's cool, you know, I understand, you know, I'm heartbroken.
There's a level of frustration after that, but it's not like.
And to this day, bro, I still like be like, oh, I hope she's good. You know?
You're not gonna wish harm on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some people that do, which I never understood, because like, how do you do that? You know, like you can't just wish someone's harm and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Like, if you're willing to put that on someone else, like, are you willing to put it on yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because there's plenty of other people that look at you the same exact way.
Exactly.
They're just like, I want you. Like,
if you have that negativity in your life, you're always gonna bring negativity into your life.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why I always like be like all positive, all good. You know, even if like things go all bad, bro. Like, you know, there's always gonna be a better day. Always gonna be all better. You know, you shouldn't see yourself as like, oh, it's all this person's fault.
Don't make yourself the victim.
Yeah, don't make yourself. Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you're going through a hard time, if you're going through a struggle, just struggle through it. You know,
Exactly.
like, you just got that, and that's all you can do. There's no like easy way to fix
There's
it.
no like antidote, bro. You gotta freaking.
You just gotta do it. You gotta
exactly
pick yourself up. You know,
do it again, or like, or learn from your mistakes and just move on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you continue to not learn and like you're just continually not helping yourself and doing that self-help, then it's all on you, you know.
And there's and I understand there's some people who can't like pick themselves up all the time.
That's why there's always struggles.
Yeah, and like, you know, it's completely okay to go to therapy and stuff like that to get like to feel like that rejoice again, you know what I'm saying? Like to feel like better about yourself, because like not many people can pick themselves up, and I completely understand that, you know. But you shouldn't feel like you're hopeless, you know. You shouldn't feel like you're trash just because you just did nothing supposedly, or you're still not doing nothing. You know, like just waking up today, you know, it's a big, you know, commitment, you know.
But if you're truly struggling with that, don't resort to like bad behaviors to like justify your actions.
Exactly.
Because I've had people like that where they're like, oh well, like, just for as an example, I had an ex-girlfriend that her parents were going through a divorce, and at the time, like, that justified her going and sleeping around, like smoking weed, doing all these things, and then I realized, like, that does not give you the right. You just wanted to do that. There's no,
if you do that and like you just see yourself like, oh, it's because I have bad parents and stuff like that. No, that's not the reason.
That's
why.
you.
That is you. Like, I know, like, I understand it's tough. But if you really wanted to, you would like actually look for help if you can't get if you can't do it by yourself, or you would like at least like try to do it, you know, try to do something.
Because like with those addictions and that kind of stuff, you're always gonna struggle through it. I mean, I do it all the time, like little things.
You're always gonna have a bad day, bro.
Yeah,
you're not always gonna be happy. You know, you're always gonna have a rainy day, bro, but in the end, it's always gonna be a rainbow at the end. 100%.
Yeah, that's amen.
I promise you that. I swear to you right now,
bro. I love that we were like. Sorry to interrupt, but I was like, I just think it's so funny. We're like, conspiracy theories, horror. Now we're like, self-help, love yourself, like, praise the Lord, like.
I promise you, brother, that things are gonna get better. And that's something I wish someone would tell me, because like when I was like going through like some tough times, I was the one that kept on telling myself, because I never really been the type of person to like ask for help from other people. I always kept stuff to myself. So, but when like I promise you, like the next day is gonna get better, or one day will get better. Not
tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but it'll
go better. But like that, I guess like went to like the issue when like people were being like disrespectful, and like the real thing was like humans.
I feel like we got onto this topic because it's like, when I don't know, at least for me, when we start to talk about like the worst of worst about humanities, I always like to look at the best of the best of it.
Just like in a positive note, you know?
Because I hate, I don't know, I like the balance of like good and evil, you know. I think you need both, but like if you're just always focused on the evil, I think there's a little something wrong with you. I'm like, bruh, always end on a good note. You know?
Always try to look like the good things of things. That's like that's like one of like my biggest mottos, to like always like check like the good things in life. You know? The good things in life are free. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So like always like try to see.
Except for weed.
Yes,
you have to pay for that.
Dang it. Yeah, the real key to happiness is drugs. It's like no play, but actually, you know.
But it's so easy. Like, it is free to make yourself smile.
It is.
Like, and it's scientifically proven that even if you just force a fake smile on yourself, your brain doesn't know the difference.
Exactly.
So it just pumps out those good, what were they, endorphins? I think that they're what they're called.
I think so,
it just pumps them into your brain no matter what.
And you're just good, bro.
Yeah.
But then again, like, don't fake a smile all the time, bro. Like, don't be a psycho.
I'm not like, don't
like the Joker.
Don't overdo it. But I mean, if it is scientifically proven.
We get you. No, and like, many people like tend like to be. Like, I have no problem whatsoever, like, for people, like, using antidepressants and all that. Like, I completely understand. It's difficult. It's not your fault, you know? But, like, you're actually doing something to, like... you're trying to better yourself. Yeah, to better yourself.
But at the end of the day, you have to remember that is also a drug.
It's also a drug, You can't just always
rely on it. It's just like if you were to use weed or anything like that. Because I know people that...
People who use that... Because I know this friend, right? Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. But I know this friend, right? And, like, he used weed to like cope with his breakup. And that was one thing that was like one of the worst things, because he was just addicted to it. And like he smoked all the time, every day. Every single time he felt sad, he did it just so he can be happy, you know? And people who have that are forced to use a substance so they can be happy, that includes alcohol, weed, or even like you know, hurting other people. You know, I know people,
whatever
whatever like uses, like whatever you use, you know. Try to do something that's like in a good way that will help you eventually. For example, like what I did, like I was just like, something that would make you feel better is like working out, you know, going somewhere, you know, doing stuff like that. You know, try to look for like stuff like that can actually help you improve in the long run, rather than just staying with alcohol.
And I'm not saying like antidepressants or weed or alcohol aren't bad things, but I think that
when you use it as a coping mechanism,
if it becomes your crutch, where it's like, this is the only way to be happy, I think that there needs to be some evaluation and to see if that truly is what it is, you know what I'm saying? If it is like that, then it's like that, you know? Some people are like that. But I think that a lot of the time, and there is people that they're just sad, you know, it's not depression, and we gotta like truly get those people better, you know what I'm
exactly saying? And then like like I said, like you can't always rely on substances to make you happy. You gotta rely on yourself, you know. In the end, like, it's not always gonna be there, so you're not gonna always have it. And one of the things is like alcohol. Many people use alcohol to like forget about the pain and stuff like that, and then just move on. But the thing is,
what happens when that bottle runs out?
Exactly, what happens when the bottle runs out and there's no more to get, you know, like you'll be sad and stuff like that. And you'll enter in like a
then you become sad about that, and then it's just a whole spiral back down.
It goes all to that. And there's many people who enter the stage of depression when they have alcoholism. And like that's why many people rely on that. And I had like so many family members that go through that. But that's why like you gotta like get better for yourself. You know, it's okay to like, you know, drink once in a while and stuff.
It's all in your head too.
Yeah, but if it comes to
it's all mental
into a coping mechanism, that's when it gets really bad. And like, don't recommend it. Don't do it. You know, stay healthy out there.
Well, because we were talking about stress earlier, like that whole flight or flight response. I think that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's always that constant stress. It's that it's all in your head. You know, like your body is fine. If you give it food, you give it water, you give it air, you give it shelter, you're fine. It's all in your head. Where that's where the real problems start to come in. So but I don't know. We're about to hit an hour, man. So I think we're about to wrap up. So
this was a nice session. I actually really enjoyed it. It went like from like bad, like all the bad things.
It was just super.
Like, to like in a way like
a little good conclusion, a little bow to that end.
Like,
little happiness.
To little happiness. But if you guys are ever like suffering with that, you know, we can like. You can just like reach out to one of us, like.
And there's always better people to call other than us.
But like, that's.
Like, I'm not saying.
Way better to address. There's always gonna be someone there for you. If there's no one, you have us.
And there's always suicide hotline, all that.
Suicidal
kind of
hotlines, yes. Please look it up.
That
Google.
Logic song or something like that.
Yes, please.
But there's always people. There's always goodness in the world.
Exactly.
And that's why I like to end on a good note, especially when you're looking at the worst of the worst.
Exactly. Like even in times of crisis like this, you know, like we always have like be positive and all that.
Very, very true.
Yeah. And you know, I just know that you're not by yourself. You know, there's people that care about you and the people that love you. And people that like don't want to see you out of this world. Even if it might not seem like it, you know. Like you'll affect many people. You'll affect your mother, bro. Like,
don't hurt your mama.
You're not your mama, bro.
Your mama loves you.
But like that's why like many people like don't see that, because they're all clouded into like their mind and all stress and stuff like that, and seeing like all the bad things and the negativity, and they don't see the good things in life. But
I think that's a good place to end it.
Good place to end it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back here next week. You know,
thank you
that's
so
our
much,
job.
guys.
We'll always be here.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We love you. Thank you for everything you guys done. Please get us to
100 subscribers, and we're driving down Riverdale,
so
baby.
Get that special going on.
Yeah,
you guys want to see that special?
Subscribe.
But yeah, of course, ring that bell. Also.
Ring that bell. I forgot.
Yeah, for that notifications.
I'm remembering all these things that YouTubers say.
Like, what else? It's like,
comment.
Comment. What was your favorite part? What minute was your favorite part?
But at the end of the day, thank you for watching.
Oh, and also like and subscribe so you can win a prize.
What? You're gonna give out a Supreme sticker?
Yeah, like, subscribe, you get a free Supreme sticker.
Alright, you guys take it easy. Have a good week.
Bye, guys.
See you guys next week. Alright.